if you can just tell me the tough part, who you are, and if you can spell your name for me, that'd be great.
Okay, Gomo, George, so it's G-O-M-O, G-E-O-R-G.
I got the George for you. Okay. Smart guy. Any particular name to the name Gomo? Is that a nickname or?
Yeah, Gomo is a nickname actually I gave to myself when I was 13. You know, so it's some identity. Song's African, but there's no particular meaning.
Oh, okay.
But you can use it in the performative, right? Gomo, to go more. You know?
Okay, or Gomo pile. Well, I missed a lot, but basically you can tell me what went on tonight, and are you a storyteller, or are you an artist, or you're both? Or?
Okay, I'm an artist, which includes storytelling, visual arts such as painting, sculpture, video work. I write stories and poems. I just do whatever.
Renaissance man. Are you based here in Toronto, or?
Yeah, I'm based here in Toronto. And I'm presently studying at the University of Western Ontario, doing a master's program in visual arts.
Okay, cool. Okay, can you tell me a little bit about what I'll do is, I want you to basically give me a narration of what was going on tonight with the Mass. So if you can tell me a little bit about the Mass, and I'll take some pictures to go along with it.
Okay, tonight I was giving the ABC group I guess what I would call avenues of investigation in terms of appreciating traditional arts from the region of Zaire. So I tried to point out the various groups of people involved, some of their philosophical, some of their philosophies then, and to point out areas in their cosmology that would relate to the art pieces. And so within that, you know, we did some deconstruction of the pieces in terms of the areas where they were used in performance, initiation ceremonies, ancestral honoring ancestors, and so on.
The majority of pieces were these historical pieces, or these pieces you collect, or they are your own? Or?
Yeah, these are historical pieces. They are pieces that are in collections all around the world, and they appear in African art books, and I collect my information on the go, from books, from buying slides from museums, and so forth, and then to do the anthropological research, as well as the research on the art pieces themselves.
Is it really like a history of African art? Is that what?
Yes, it's a history of African art with a contemporary perspective. African stories sometimes teach us something about African art. So that was one of the reasons I told the story, which is about Briar, who's in his region, the area was very dry. Basically, there was a drought, and he was trying to figure out how to get water. So he climbed up onto a roof, and into his roof, and looked around and saw a patch of green in the distance. He ran towards the area of green, and when he found the fence, he went underneath the fence, went down a pathway where he found the pool of water. And in the middle of the pool, there's this sign which says, "This is the king's water." So Briar take a dashing leap, and he put it in the water, and he brought it home. Soon his neighbors got to find out he had water. So early the next morning, he went up again, back to the pool. He drew his water in his bucket, came out, and then he found he was feeling kind of musky because he hadn't bathed for a few days. So he went in the water and bathed and went home. Now his neighbors, finding that he had all this water, started bringing him different items in exchange for water. Saltfish, different items of food. So Briar started to feel important. So the next day when he went back to get his water, he he took his water, had his bath, and then he felt he had to do something else. So he leaned down on a rock, and then he let it go. But then he found the stuff in the water was looking too much like his. So he took out a piece of wood and he mashed it up. Now the king's people came to get water for the morning's breakfast. When they came, they found, they brought the king his water, and when he drank, he found that there was something else in the water. They wanted to find out who was putting that stuff in the water. So he called his wise men together and they built a tar baby. Now the tar baby, Briar Rabbit found the next morning. He said, "Good morning, madam." The woman didn't answer. And Briar Rabbit started to get angry, so he slapped her. Then he said, let me go, and she wouldn't let him go, so he slapped him with the next hand, kicked, and so forth, and then he's caught. Meanwhile, the king's soldiers come back and find him there on the tar baby. They pull him off, bring him out, and tie him up. Now, Briar Tiger, meanwhile, is passing by, sees Briar Rabbit, and what happened? He said, "Briar Rabbit, what you doing there all tied up?" Briar Rabbit said, "Man, you know, what happened is me. They tie me up and they want me to eat that big bull in the field over there." So Briar Tiger said, "They want you to eat that bull in the field over there? Man, what? Let me untie you." So he untie him and Briar Rabbit tie him and then he left him. Now, what I was pointing out in the story was that with when there was a problem, the king approached his wise men to build a tar baby. Right? The tar baby is the art object, right? So it places the artist within the position of the wise person. Now, there's also, because the story comes from a maroon culture, which is a derivative of African culture, there's various inferences in terms of survival. So you have the area where Briar Rabbit is abusing the woman, is a lesson to people under pressure who are on the run, not to abuse their partners, because that type of situation creates that type of dynamic, right? Now you have Briar Rabbit who under pressure, like, because the Maroons were always on the go raiding plantations and stuff, right? So that when they get caught, that you don't lose your head, that you can find a way of escaping. And then Briar Tiger's part in the story is to illustrate that you should never let your stomach rule your head.